Konnichiwa, I'm John Hornick. Welcome to my Japanese Faves series where we'll cover every major type of Japanese food. This lesson is overnight Japanese-ish smoked beef brisket. I've never seen brisket in Japan, but cattle are raised there, so there must be brisket somewhere. This is my Japaneseified smoked brisket, cooked low and slow for 24 hours. So start about 25 hours before you plan to serve. I use a roasting pan that's slightly larger than the brisket to help lock in the moisture. I made this brisket in my smoker with hickory wood chips. Actual smoking is optional, so you could do this in an oven without a smoke source. For the sauce, which I brush on the brisket for the last hour or so of cooking, and which I served with slices of the beef, I used my Miso barbecue sauce, but I offer several other suggestions in the notes. I also serve some mustard, horseradish cream, and sea salt with the brisket. So let's start cooking. All right, now we're going to make the marinade that we're going to rub onto the brisket before we cook it. We're going to start with the Shio Koji. I give you quantities for all these things in the notes. And then Dijon mustard, then sake. I'm using a Nama sake. This is a Junmai Nama. It's pretty dry. Then the Waterman Gold sesame paste. This is Japanese sesame paste. You can see what it looks like here. The brand is Waterman. And it comes in a squeeze pouch like this. I think I got this from the Japanese pantry. First of all, I got some sesame oil out of the top. I'm going to use that first, okay? And then I'm going to squeeze out some of the sesame paste itself, okay? So we got oil first, and then we got sesame paste, okay? Then I'm going to add a little bit more sesame oil. So I think the total of the sesame oil is about 2 tablespoons, but check that in the notes. And then I'm going to add some Hon wasabi. What is Hon wasabi? Hon wasabi is real wasabi, okay? I have a separate lesson on the truth about wasabi, okay? And what that means is this is real wasabi ground from wasabi root. It's in a tube, okay? As you can see, this is not real bright green like you would see, what you would think wasabi would be. That's because this is a little bit older. And that's perfect for an application like this. If it were bright green, I would use it so that you could see it, right? So that you could see the beautiful color in whatever dish I was using it in. But because it's turned a little brown, I'm going to use it in this marinade, and it won't matter. The color won't matter, okay? Then we're going to add that in there. And then we're going to mix this up. Okay, here's our piece of brisket. It's about 5 pounds. I have it in this baking pan so that I can do the rubbing and the marinating in there. Okay, now would be a good time for you to heat your smoker to 200 degrees, and whether you use smoke chips or not is up to you. Now what we're going to do is take that marinade that we created, and we're going to rub it all over this brisket, okay? Okay, now we're going to take my anything rub. I have a separate lesson on making that. And we're going to give this brisket a good coating of that rub. And we're going to pat it in. Okay, now I have one of these little cans of pineapple juice, and I've opened it, and I'm going to pour in about half of it, okay? Okay, now we're going to cover our roasting pan with foil, and we're going to put the roasting pan into the smoker for 24 hours, okay? Seal your foil nice and tightly around the edges. Okay, our brisket has been in the smoker for 23 hours and it looks beautiful. Now what we're going to do is try to pour off some of this liquid. A lot of it is fat, and I'm going to do that off camera. Okay, I poured off most of the liquid. I'm just going to brush the brisket with a little bit of the pan juices that are left in there, okay? And then we're going to take our sauce and brush it with the sauce liberally. Okay, now I'm going to cover it back up, put it back into the smoker for the last hour, the 24th hour, okay? Okay, here we are. It's been 24 hours. I've put the brisket out onto a serving platter. It's beautiful. Poured the remaining pan juices over it, and I'm going to serve for each guest some of the sauce, okay, that we used with this dish, and also some horseradish cream and 2 different kinds of mustard, and also some sea salt. So this is overnight Japanese-ish smoked beef brisket. You can see photos of the final dish at my Instagram, which is @ChefsApprentice, Cook Like a Pro. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.